let's go.
We do.
Be honest, what do you think about the Drake allegations?
Yes, speak on it.
Would you let
That's
Drake? Would you let Drake like you?
that's that'll be something I can't confess. I mean, not confess, something I can't talk about because that'll be in the court.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Now, let me just pause this really quick, right? Because this is the thing that if you are a woman, especially, you know how it is. Especially, right? If a guy finds you attractive, he will prey on you as early as possible. You think you are in control. You think you know what's going on. Adults may even say, oh, you know what you're doing, but you actually don't. Think about yourself when you were 15, 16, 17, 18, right? Look at this smirk on this girl's face, right? He definitely got a type. It's the same smirk that Millie Bobby Brown had her on her face when she was 13, 14, talking about Drake is like a good friend, this, that, and the third. What did he ask her? Would you let Drake, boom, boom, instead of just being like, no, or yeah, because this is a podcast and they youngins, right? She's like, I can't speak on that. Now, some people think that she can't speak on that because there's already some type of legal action with this girl. However, it has come out that she has signed some sort of NDA with Drake. Now, here's the real gag about the NDA and how you know that he got youngins around him. If, of course, this can be believed. Drake has not made an official statement, but in his wildly despised comeback, he said, "Nah, it's not true." He say that if it was true, he would be arrested. I know Harvey Weinstein is sitting there being like, I mean, the arrest take time, right? When he said, I'm too rich to be doing this mess, I know Diddy said, well, you know, money comes and goes. But anyway, right? She it has come out now that people are saying that she has signed some type of NDA. Why is a grown man making kids sign NDA? But again, the real gag is, and this is what I'm talking about, if this is true, dealing with children. Well, not children, but you know, you get it, right? If this girl, until you turn 18, there's no contract that's legally binding. You realize that since 18 is the official age of consent, even if your parents sign you into contract, even if you sign on the dotted line, that contract is not considered ratified by law. Ratified means that it is a legally enforceable binding contract. Now, once you turn 18, if you then agree to the terms of the contract, then it becomes ratified. Okay. That's why people don't like giving people under 18 years old a credit card. Why? You got to be on your mama's account as an authorized user. Why? Because if we give you a credit card and you agree to pay us back and you're under 18, by law, when you turn 18, you can be like, I signed that against my will. I didn't know what I was doing. I was not old enough to consent. So I couldn't consent to the terms. So guess what? And guess what? The credit card will be out of luck. Same thing if you buy a home, buy a car, buy everything. That's why there's such a thing as an emancipated minor. An emancipated minor doesn't mean I can't stand my parents. I mean, most of the time it does mean that, but there's an actual legal ramification behind emancipation. An emancipated minor means that once you are an emancipated, you are considered an adult in the eyes of the law, which means you can enter into rental contracts, credit card contracts. You can actually enter into a legal contract because you have declared yourself in front of the court and the court has evaluated even though I am 14, 15, 16, however old I am, I have the mental competency, I believe, to be treated as an 18-year-old. And the court is supposed to evaluate you and say, yeah. So my whole point of the matter is, I do not think this youngin I do not think that she is emancipated. So it leads me to my point that if anybody does not have 18 candles on their birthday and they know about stuff that's going on with Jersey Drake, that NDA is non-binding by law. I don't care if you signed it in blood. You can use it for toilet paper. That NDA is worthless. What's more, I believe she probably lives in even if she signed it for Canada, you are an American citizen, so those rules would guide for you. Also in New York, I think they just invalidated any NDAs moving forward, but it isn't proactive. But again, since she's not 18, it wouldn't be an issue. Just an interesting point that if you know anybody under whatever, and there are people taking advantage of them and they think this is an NDA and being sued, they won't. But listen to what she says. And this shows how, if this rumors are true, he's getting away with it. Listen to this mess.
Drake,
What?
you're a
Okay.
victim?
No. Of course not.
Wait,
Again.
so what you said about the why?
Again, the fallacy of youth. So you're a victim. Of course not. And that's how you get away with it. Because when they're at this young age, they feel chosen. They feel special. Think about it. Think about it. One of the biggest, albeit corniest, rap stars in the world is around you, taking you to parties, grabbing your hand, giving you attention. Baby, this is why a lot of people go for people when you're young and dumb, because it don't take much. All it takes is, what is it? The 2 times pay for play with the Dave and Buster's. When they just get you $50 worth of tokens and you be like, I said, my man, he loves me. And all they did was spend $50 on you in tokens and give you the little $20 hamburger meal at Dave and Buster's. And you be swearing, I said, my man, he loves me. Again, I see why they go for it. Let's go.
Why you said it'll be in the court?
Because that'll be something
Oh, you can't speak about it right now?
that I can't speak about. Yeah.
Okay.
First of all,
So she's sitting there with that grin. Any girl or guy, you recognize this grin when
that I
you was
can't
that
speak
old.
about. Yeah.
Look at this. Look at that smile. And again, I'm not saying anything inappropriate happened. Well, I'm not saying any blankual in nature happened. I do find it odd that this woman can be believed. There is an NDA that she has signed with somebody at this point, double her age, right? Double her age with a BBL walking around. I find it a little odd, but let's get into this because this is one of the most telling things too. There's a clip from this podcast. You guys have probably seen it. It's in 2019. In 2019, they predicted this would happen. This goes into the thing that we've been saying on the channel for a couple of days. What the hell is Drake into? That industry ninjas that were cool chilling around Puff are now distancing themselves and nobody likes you. Again, it makes you think. Let's get into this.
first of all,
This is from the Matt and Shane's secret podcast. They were talking about Jeffrey Epstein, R. Kelly, and oddly enough, this is August 5th, 2019, right? Awash in Propaganda, that's the name of it. You can check out their YouTube channel. August 5th, 2019. Drake's name got bought into a conversation, and a lot of people were confused about it, but listen to how it got bought in the conversation.
R.
So
Kelly's
hard.
missing, dude. What the fuck is
What?
going? What? R. Kelly's missing.
Kells is missing?
Kells is missing, dude. He Con Aired, and he got away.
What?
Yeah, dude. R. Kelly got away.
That reminds me. I do want to say this. I want to be on the record. Drake's going to be, he's on that R. Kelly tip.
You think so?
Drizzy Drake likes him young.
What?
He does. That's somewhat known already, but this is one of those things where I want to, you got to say something. Like, remember Louis, that whole thing?
Yeah.
And like, we knew about that.
Yeah.
And we were just like, I don't know. Drizzy Drake's into the young ones. He's going to get got in the next 5 years. Oh. Unfortunately. Love me some Drizzy Drake, dude. What do you think about Epstein? Definitely.
I think Rich would.